because I always think it's really important to give people what they need, not what you think they should want. And what's really come across to me over the weekend is everyone wants to detoxify, and no one really knows how. I mean, everyone knows about different cleanses and things like you just mentioned, juicing and various cleanses, but really it's about supporting all the detoxification pathways, you know, and lungs are a really big one that I've been focusing on recently, so the breath work, and we'll definitely be doing some work with that. But, you know, there's the cells, the lymph, the blood, the liver, the gallbladder, the kidneys, the intestines, small and large, and the skin, and the lungs. And the reason I mention all those is because if you leave out any of those and you ignore them, then quite often you can have unpleasant detoxification symptoms come up. You know, so what we're going to be learning at this retreat is like the advanced course. Everything that we've learned at this one is really amazing, all the basics of health. So the next retreat is going to be like the next level. So when you start to implement all this stuff, eating wild foods and eating superfoods and drinking water and all the things we've learned about, as soon as you start to be healthier and you take active steps to be healthier, your body doesn't reward you. It normally it feels like it's punishing you. Because there's something a little bit like a design fault, it seems, in us humans, which is a lot of the time we actually feel good when good energy is going out of us, like the crystal meth story. That's a question. And a lot of the time we feel bad when bad stuff is going out of us. So, but at a very kind of basic level, we are kind of wired to think, feels bad, don't do it, right? And feels good, do it. So we just need to respect that. That's where we are at, and rather than saying you have to suffer through your detox, we're going to learn all the ways to make it as simple as possible. And when you do support every pathway, then it really can be painless, and you really can get out at a phenomenal rate. Because another thing is, you know, I speak to a lot of people in the health world, a lot of people who are experts and qualified and practitioners and all the rest of it, and sometimes they've been detoxing for years, decades even sometimes, and you know, and then we come home and feel like it doesn't ever end, you know. And the answer is yes, it does, you know. But if you leave out any aspect of it, then it can just seem to go on forever and ever. So we're really going to learn how to fast track the whole process by doing everything. And obviously, those who've come to speak to me today, I've been able to like give you little bits of advice and this and that, and maybe, you know, this product and that product, but really. Sometimes it works, you know, some of you have shared, that's amazing, I feel a lot better. But for some people also, you know, they're like, no, it hasn't worked as much as it could do. And that's because we haven't been able to tackle everything this time. I haven't been able to. So we're going to learn, and it's really like a training. So it's not like you would come to me, I'll fix you, and you go off again, and then like you're back in, and go, what do I do? It's going to be like you're going to learn how to detoxify yourself, and you're going to learn to spot the signals. Oh, I've got that going on. That means that. Therefore I need to do that. I'm better again. So it's like an empowering thing.
Great. So that's going to be March 25th to 27th with Elwin, and we'll be back here again.
Well, I'll add one more element to that as well. We're going to personalise it a little bit. So for some people, they may be okay having just juices, and then we're definitely going to do that. For some people, maybe if you've got a fast metabolism and you're someone who needs a bit of protein or a little bit of fat, and otherwise you become imbalanced, then we're not going to like have the kind of extreme situation that sometimes happen in that, so we're going to tailor it for you. And if you're someone who needs a bit of solid food, then we'll do some light salads and stuff like that. So part of it is you'll have like a small initial consultation with me where we'll just clarify what will be the best for you.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think has really come to light over the last year or so, as well as that everybody's very different. And what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another. So you really have to tune into your own intuition, what's working for you, what's not working for you, and we will tailor that retreat to working with the individual and what's best for you in your detox process. Okay. From April 23rd to 30th, we have a week-long retreat down in Cornwall at another really lovely retreat centre called the Field of Dreams. And we've got a 6'6" ultra-marathoner coming over from Chicago called Christopher Aaron, and he's going to be teaching and doing an exercise program through the week with everybody. We're putting it with raw foods because we're going to be doing quite, you know, vigorous workouts each day. Not too hard, and they'll be tailored to different levels again. So there'll be some people that might want to go running, other people can go walking. So there'll be different groups set up for that, and we're going to do core body strength and just some fitness training combined with the raw foods down there for a week in a really beautiful workshop space. From May 27th till 29th, we've got a foraging workshop which will be back here with a guy called Robin Harford of eatweeds.co.uk. He's one of the leading experts in the UK on wild food. I did a one-day workshop with him last year, and he's a fantastic source of knowledge. And we'll be doing foraging for raw foods, and then we'll be coming back here and doing like impromptu food sessions, teaching you how to make raw food from wild foods. And then in August we've got 2 dates. I can't remember what the actual dates are, but they're on the website for the raw dolphins trips in Bimini. And I'm hoping that Philip here is going to come and do a week with us as well, maybe. So we'll be out in Bimini doing raw dolphins, swimming with dolphins. It's a raw dolphin holiday. It's not so much teaching about it, but just swimming with the dolphins every day, being in paradise, going to the Atlantean sites and eating some really delicious raw food. So it doesn't get much better than that.